So I did a second rebuy on this PLO tournament. Not too sure I should have. It hasn't been going well. First bullet, I ended up getting out. Didn't catch anything until King, Queen, Queen 9 with hearts. And I raised, call. And then the small blind potted it to like 7,000. We only start with like 40,000. So I was like, call. I called. A couple other people called, so now the pot's like 40,000, and I got like 30 behind. So, no, yeah, pot's like 35,000. I have 35. I have like a pot size bet, little behind. Flop comes 955, 2 hearts. Check gets to me. I got 2 people behind me yet, but I decide to shove, see if I can take it down. I can easily have a 5. It was 955. I can easily have a 5. I could have pocket 9s. Just wanted happy to take it down with that size of a pot. So everybody folds to the guy who originally 3-bet it. And he turned around and tanked forever. And he called me a dry aces, which I think is a horrendous call. Everything I got's got him crushed, or, I got good equity. So I need a queen or a heart. I don't know how he calls off half his stack with just dry aces. He had no flush draw, nothing to go with it. No 9, no 5, just dry aces. And you can't bluff in this tournament. It's hard in the PLO. I mean, I think that's just an easy fold, but he called me and it held. So I ended up rebuying, and I'm cruising along pretty good. I'm not catching any cards. I'm just trying to steal where I can, but it's not easy. I had one hand where it was like I was in the blind with like King 9, 5, 8 or something. A hand I wouldn't play, but it was like min raise and multiple colors, so I called, and then flop was ace 9 5, 2 diamonds, so I hit a flush draw. And bottom 2, I bet, had 1 caller. Turn was a 9, giving me 9s full. I don't think the other guy has a full house because I think he would have raised if he had top 2. So I think I'm good here. But I know he's pretty active, so I ended up checking to him, and I check raised, and then he called. And the river was a blank, and I put the rest in, and he folded, and he showed me a 9. And then the one hand I really got clobbered on, it crushed me, was I had King, Queen, Jack, 9 with spades. Sorry, King, Jack, 10, 9 with spades. King, Jack, 10, 9 with spades. And the flop came like 10, 8, 6 with 2 spades. It gets checked to the one guy, and I got one guy behind me. I call with top pair in the spade draw. The other guy folded. The turn was a 10. It gives me trips. And I'm sorry, I think he was in position. So I checked my trips again because he bet again, like big, like close to pot. And I thought, well, he's probably full. But I got top pair with a flush draw, and I got all those overs. I bet king. It was King, Jack, 10. So any king, any jack, any 10, any 9 is going to, I think, give me a full house. Because if he has something like pocket 7s or 10-7, which is the only thing I'm really thinking he could have, I got all 11 of my outs, plus, or 10. So I got 12 outs. Who knows what could happen here? So I called. And then the river was a blank, and he shoved, and I folded. And that hand alone right there really crippled me. And I'm thinking, boy, with ICM implications, I mean, I know in a cash game that's an easy fold, but that crippled me. So I'm really wondering, I'm going to look up whether or not I should actually play that hand. If I should fold the turn. Just because it was, I don't know, it's tough. And then, do I call the river with just trip 10s? I don't know. It's just for my tournament life, I'm not buying in again. So that kind of clobbered me. So I'm just short now. I got like the blinds are like 500, 1,000. I have 20,000 behind, which ain't much in PLO, but still chipping a chair. My buddy Tony got knocked out, which sucks. So the main event, I was hoping he'd cash so I'd get a little bit of money back, but. Anyway, yeah, the ICM, I don't know how ICM plays into whether or not I should be calling down or not. Hell, he could have been bluffing, but who knows? Not sure if I played that right, so that's an interesting one. That's it, guys. That's it for now. Let's check out the ball. Come the ball. The big old ball. Ooh, Oh, nothing really today to talk about, guys. It's Tony's last day here, so I did the 2 bullets at the PLO. No success there. So he wanted to do, I mentioned, let's go play at the, you can play at the $200 buy-in at Resorts World. So we played that. I don't know, I'm tired. So I just played kind of silly, to be honest. I think the very first hand I raised on the bottom with King Deuce off, and I triple barreled when 2 aces came, which is a bad rep on the river just because there's less of a chance I have an ace if he's any kind of player, and he looked like he was a decent player. But I don't know, I followed through with the bluff, and then he raised me on the river, so either he knew I was bluffing, so he rebluffed, or I think more likely is he actually had a hand I was bluffing into a mid hand. A good hand. He probably had it was all low and then came ace-ace, so he probably had a bow aces full, is my guess, honestly. The chick raised me big on the river and I folded. Other than that, I was catching nothing. I raised under the gun with jacks. The big blind called me with queen 6 off. That's not a defend, doing an under the gun open. Flop game ace 5 deuce or something like that, ace 7-5 I think it was. Sometimes I bet here, sometimes I check. I probably should bet that because he could actually have a pair that hit that board, the lower board, or have some type of gutter and straight draw. In hindsight, I wish I'd bet that. But the turn gave him an open ender, so he bet into me. And I called, thinking I'm probably good, which I was. And the river came a queen and went check, check, and he hit the queen. I don't think there's any merit at this point on the river to try bluffing. Because I think he's calling me with a queen, honestly. Because I checked the flop. And then I was just uber short. I was getting absolutely no cards. And I was just uber short. So I shoved with ace 4 suited. Got lucky versus ace king. And then I shoved with 2s versus ace queen. Another flip. And I lost that flip. And that was it. This is what it is. I'm really tired. I really didn't care much about the tournament. Not sure why I was silly and I bluffed off over half my stack to start things off. But anyway, that's it for today. I guess Tony's taking off. I got 2 more days here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm really tilted and not happy about how much money I've spent. So I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing the rest of the day. I'd love to do another bullet at that PLO event. But I'm not sure yet if I'll do that, because I think 2 bullets is enough for that. So, all right, guys. So, we are on our day off. We finished day 1 yesterday. You can hear my voice. The air's been just killing me. They swapped out the AC unit in my room, so hopefully that helps. The room, it's not as cold, but it smells better, if that makes any sense. So it's hopefully that'll help with me. I don't know. Sometimes these air in these places make me sick, but you can hear it. So I've been fighting it. Hopefully I'll, get better. It is a hot one out. I don't know how I got sick. As soon as Tony showed up, I started getting sick. I don't know if he was partially sick or what, but anyway. Day 2 is tomorrow. 29,300 in chips. As y'all know, thankfully I had a good triple up hand. I was down to 8,000 in chips, which is nothing. And thankfully I got that triple up before, it was the hand before 4 hands to go wasn't out. So, yeah. So hopefully I play better tomorrow. Hopefully I run better tomorrow. My play, I think I need to make sure I'm not doing anything silly. Not making calls when I shouldn't. Know your players. If I don't know them real well, I should wait to see what kind of player they are a little bit and get a feel before I start making calls that are incorrect, etc. Or maybe bluffing someone that won't fold. What I did notice is you can look up yours on your table, and on my table there's myself, and there's all pros with like at least $500,000 in earnings, if not more, with circuit rings and bracelets and stuff. And that's not what I want to see, obviously. There are two guys to my right that are they have like no earnings at all, like $300 or something. And there's an Asian guy that's right in seat 5 that seems to have no earnings either, like on Hendon Mob. You just go to hendonmob.com and you can check it up. You can go to WSOP.com and find who's at your table and look up who your players are. It's a good thing to do on your day off. So I noticed they're all, got good records and good scores and stuff, except for the 3 guys. So that's good to know. The one guy's really short. He's got like 15,000. One of the guys is not very good. Well, at least according to Hendon Mom. And, yeah. So we're going to see how things go tomorrow. I forgot what I was going to say here. Hold on a second. So anyway, when you're looking up people, you got to think about, okay, mostly like pros aren't capable of folding. So typically you can bluff them more. Amateurs not so much. And then there's other things too. Amateurs typically don't fold. Well, I'm kind of saying the same thing. You might be able to pick up more tells on amateurs. They don't know correct ranges on shoving and calling as much. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm pretty short. Let's see. I got 30,000 in ships, 800's of blinds, so 8 times 4. About 32 bigs or something like that. So 37 bigs, if I get it figured out. So yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, a double up would be nice. Hopefully I run better and play better today. I guess that's it. Today I'm just going to relax. Not going to be a lot of poker. And my buddy Tony just staying with me. He wants to just relax, I guess. So I'm going to go over to Resorts World, maybe buy a hat, and maybe play a little PLO. Second floor of the Resorts World. Fancy schmancy. Black Clover is where I'm going to see if I can find a cool hat. Get the big ball there. Like cool ball. Look at this, man. I came all the way here. It's an empty fucking store. It's not even posted online. It's no one's here. That's the whole reason I came here. Look at this place. They make your sneakers, customizable sneakers right here. Look at this. Oh, you can make your own or something? Yeah, what is this? Like y'all, you make your own sneakers?
What's the custom sneaker workshop? That's exactly what we're saying is people make their custom sneakers. That's our thing. We teach you how to make your own custom sneakers. We have a class. We run a class.
Oh, that's cool. How much is it?
So it works in reservations. You have to reserve a spot in the class.
Okay.
Reservation is $150 because that doesn't include the shoe. That doesn't include paints, fabrics, leathers, materials, everything you need to make your custom shoe.
Yeah.
So we do it by you can bring your own shoe. Let's say you want to go to the mall, get like airport.
Hey man, what's up? Hi. Working hard. Dude, they might hire you in China. So I played a little 2-5, no limit, while I was waiting for PLO over here at the reserve. And yeah, the Black Clover store closed, by the way, which is pretty stupid. Went to this meetings and I went out here to get a hat. They had another one in another shop, but it had Resorts World all over advertising them. I'm like, I ain't paying $50 for a hat that advertises their casino. Fuck that, you know, stupid. So, played a little 2-5. Just bought it for, I bought it for 3. I bought it, crap. I thought I bought it for 2, but I bought it for 3. I bought it for 3. Only 2 hands. I threw bet with ace jack of clubs. Deuce, 2 clubs. The 3-better called me. She donked in me, so I jammed. She called, I hit an ace on the river, and that was good. Club didn't come, but I hit an ace. I'm guessing she had some kind of draw she was donking into me with, which makes sense, I guess. And then so anyway, and then I went out on a hand. I had no business calling this. I raised a 15, call. And got on the button, made it 60. It looked like a squeezing spot. He could easily have a good hand here. I had 6 hearts, 5 of hearts. I honestly have no business calling my $300 stack. I don't have enough implied odds here, but I called, and the flop came 5, 6, 8. So I had a pair of sixes with an open ender, a pair and an open ender basically, and it was a rainbow board. So I'm in good shape against an overpair. We're flipping. So he bet, I jammed, he called, and he had pocket kings, and they held. He had a king on the river. Hand kind of plays itself, honestly, but I had no business calling pre-flop, honestly, with my stack. You got to be deeper to call hands like that, 3 bets like that, where the implied value hands, and I simply wasn't deep enough, and I had the perfect board to jam. I asked to run it twice, but I guess they don't run it twice at 2-5, but they do it 1-2. I don't get it. So yeah, that was it. I left. No PLO going. I don't really feel like playing Hold'em cash, honestly. I felt like playing a little PLO, but that's not going. That's not going. I'm just gonna just take off. So that was it. That's all I can talk about. That was it for poker. I think that's it for poker today. I bet. Me and Tony are gonna probably go to this place that has a tomahawk steak that looks amazing. It's an expensive place. He's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, dude, it's a lot of money. He's like, oh, who cares, man? As big as it be. Well, you got a lot of income I don't have coming in, so. But he made reservations, so we're probably going to do it. And, yeah, I'll show you that probably in a minute. These Lamborghini watches, man. Pretty sick. Bling, bling. We're in a fancy schmancy place here. We got, you don't want to know how much this place costs. It ain't cheap. We got a big old tomahawk coming out. And got the tomahawk. We got all these fancy schmancy sauces. We got, what is that? What was that again? Potato something?
I don't know.
I think I said potato. I was thinking of baked potato, but apparently it's not. And asparagus. So I have 10,000 in chips. It's just not my day. It kind of put me on tilt right off the bat. This French guy was kind of rude, and he had his chair so close to me I couldn't physically put my legs anywhere. And I'm like, dude, can you move over a little? And he's like, no. And I'm like, dude, seriously, I could not. I've never had this before with the guy. I could not put my legs anywhere. So I was like straddling the chair and stuff. And so anyway, a guy raised in the late position. I defended in the big with 10-6 of hearts. I should have just folded it in my stack. Flop comes 4-4 deuce 2 hearts. So I have a flush draw. He bets small. I call. Turns to 10, gives me top pair. He bets. I call. The river was a blank, and he bets again, and he's just like, God damn it, this is like a third of my chips now. I only have like 15,000 in chips. He bet 5K, really small. Like, why would he bet again? I made the mistake that I swore I'd never do again, which is talk about the hand, because I was hemming and hawing. I almost folded the turn. I was hemming and hawing on the turn, saying, I have too big of a hand, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And by saying that, I talked myself into a river call, because I'm like, well, he heard me say that, so he knows I'm not strong. You know, that's why you don't talk during hands. And I was talking, and basically what happened was I called, and he had pocket queens. So now I'm crippled. And then I picked up a couple hands, and so I'm sitting all right. Forget this. Excuse me. So I picked up a couple hands, and now I'm back up to like 20 bigs, 25 bigs, and I'm thinking, okay. So I looked down at Ace King suited in mid position, and I'm like, well, this is kind of too deep maybe to just shove, but maybe not. But I ended up raising him, and this guy, I just made a standard raise, 2.5x, and the guy 3-bet me really big. And the way he looked at me, I had a feeling like we're flipping and I'm crushed. The guy seemed tight. I'm like, I don't think I'm flipping and I'm crushed. I still got plenty of bigs, don't I? I actually folded Ace King suited, which in retrospect was terrible because, I mean, take the flip. I only had 20 bigs. Take the flip. Because since then I've gotten absolutely nothing, and I've dwindled down to like 10 bigs. And that's like nothing. I mean, so people play bigger in this event, it seems like, too. So it's only 10,000 in chips. It is 10 big blinds, but I crippled myself. So I don't know. I think I should have taken the flip, but I didn't. And, well, that's it. I'm sitting here with peanuts. It's 500,000 levels. The problem is with the antes, people talk in terms of big blinds, but with the antes, that's only 4 orbits till I blind out. So I really like thinking more in terms of N than big blind, because I'm really, yeah, I should have shoved with ace king suited. But anyway, that's what happened. So I'm sitting here crippled, and we'll see what happens. So I had a feeling, guys, that I should have just taken the 10K instead of playing this thing. But I decided to play it. And when I started out the day, I'm obviously out. When I started out the day, I had a hand where I 3-bet with ace queen. The flop come like 6-6 deuce. Perfect board to bet. And so I checked to me. And the guy, when I bet the flop, he was like tanking. He wanted a fold pre. He wanted a fold post. And he called. Turn went check with all low cards. River, again, a low cards, didn't change nothing. He checked again. And I felt like I could try stealing it, so I ran a big bluff. I bet big on the river. And he called me pretty quickly. He had pocket nines. So I don't need a bluff there, but that was a good spot to bluff. So I just started off my day bad. And then this last hand, I had 15 big blinds. I should have just ripped it in pre. I thought about it. And I'm actually 16 big blinds. I had 16 big blinds, which is only like 4 orbits. So I had 16,000 and change. And basically the flop came queen 4 deuce with 2 diamonds. And I see bet the board. Well, I raised in the middle position, late position. That's just a rip. I don't know what I'm doing raising, but I just raised. Guy on the button called, and the other guy called. Like I said, the flop came out that, and there's like 7,000 in the pot already. So I bet 3 into it, and now I only have like another 7 behind. So I had 35 into like 7 with the over in the diamonds, and the guy behind me makes it 10,000, and I'm just like throwing up. I'm like, I got an over, got backward straight draw, and I got flush draw. So I don't know. He could be on a draw. He could be on a worse diamond draw. Even if he's got a queen, I mean, he's got a monster chip stack. But I know he's been playing pretty straightforward. I should have just ripped it in pre, basically. But I ended up calling, and I mean, if I called at 10, I only had like 6,000 behind, so I just put it in. And he called, obviously, and it was he had ace 4 diamonds, which is about the worst. He had a draw, but he had the nut flush draw, so about the worst card. The only way I can win is an offsuit king, and it didn't come. So that was it. So I'm out.